Hello, I am Mani Malarvannan. In this video, we will look into Web3 marketing metrics that we can use for analytical success. We will see what are all the different metrics we can collect from Web2 and Web3 data and use it for our marketing advantage to grow the Web3 community around the blockchain application. See, one of the main metric is the conversion rate. No matter what you do in the Ethereum blockchain or whatever blockchain you have application that you want more customers to use it, you want to make sure the conversion rate. The conversion rate is basically defined as how many users or visitors are visiting your decentralized application or your mobile application, and how many people are converting into either subscribing to your newsletter or buying a token on Ethereum or whatever blockchain you are managing it. So that you have to define. Once you define the conversion rate, what exactly that means for your marketing campaign, then you can able to identify what you need to do to measure the data, get the data and measure the effectiveness so that you can grow the community. Say, for example, if you are launching a marketing campaign for a new NFT ad drop, in that case, your ultimate goal is to identify how many people are using the NFT, how many users are using the NFT ad drop to purchase more tokens or sending the tokens to their friends and family by interacting with your application that you deployed on the blockchain. So you need to come up with the conversion rate goals and then use the data that you collect from Web2 data and also the Web3 data to ultimately identify the conversion rates. So bottom line is the high conversion rate means that more people are using your product during that marketing campaign, and you can assume that the marketing campaign is a success. The second metric is the engagement rate. The engagement rate is basically what exactly your users are doing on your decentralized application. Say, for example, you are running a marketing campaign for 30 days. During the 30-day period, you are posting various links in Discord channel or in a Telegram channel, and you want to measure how many people are clicking the link and coming to your website. So that's basically the engagement. If you define that as the engagement rate, or you can say that engagement rate is how many people are clicking the link from the Discord channel, coming into your website and registering your website or subscribing to your newsletter. In that case, you collect the data from the Discord channel click and how many people are coming into your website, how many people are subscribing to your newsletter. So that's all. The conversion rate or the engagement rate stops there. And you are not interested in purchase if customers purchasing NFT token on Ethereum blockchain. So in this scenario, all you need to do is make sure that you define your goals during the marketing campaign and identify how many users are visiting your website, how many users are converting, engaging with your website and registering with your newsletter or whatever criteria you set. So you can also set the criteria that how much time they spent on the link. You are posting a blog, and then the link you are posting it in the Discord channel. From the Discord channel, say 100 users are coming in. If you define a engagement rate as the people, those who are coming into the website, how long they stayed in the website to read the entire blog. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes. In that case, your engagement rate is measured on 100 people came in, only 30 people stayed the entire 5 minutes. 5 minutes. The rest of the people left to a different page or they left the website because they are not interested. So you can identify these informations by using various tools that you use in the Web2 analytics. So another thing is the website traffic. This is pretty straightforward. Whether you are using a Web2 company or a Web3 company marketing, you are doing for your customers, you need to measure how many users are visiting your website on a regular basis. You can define a goal, whether it is a weekly campaign or a monthly campaign, and you want to identify how much time they spent on your website. Users may be coming to your website within a minute, they might be leaving it, or within a second they might be leaving it. So you want to measure how they are coming from, where they are coming from, whether they're coming from the Google search or through social media campaign or through your other mass email marketing campaign. You identify that, and then how much time they spent on your website, whether they are coming and leaving immediately or they are staying for longer. Or you can also say that how many people are coming in, how many people are clicking the buy button to buy a NFT token. All those points, data points, you can define and you can measure, so that you can able to identify how well the marketing campaign is working for you. And the another thing is, if we have a blockchain application deployed and you want to identify how many new users are using coming through your website and registering for using your wallet and registering into your website. So in that case, you can collect their wallet address, public wallet address, and then use it for your advantage to fine tune your marketing campaign. Social media engagement. See, another important factor is that identify how well your marketing campaign in social media is working for you. Say, for example, during the marketing campaign, you are posting 1,000 different links through Twitter, now it's called X, or whatever other platforms, or LinkedIn campaign, whatever social media platform you use to post the links, and you want to identify how well your customers are using your post, the link coming into your website, or reading the messages that you post on the social media campaign. And also another thing you can do is that you can collect that data from the various social media platforms and perform sentiment analysis. If you have a need to identify whether people are talking positive factors about your company, or neutral or negative, whatever it could be, you can able to identify by collecting the data from whichever social media campaign you are running, and you can identify and adjust your marketing campaign based on the data that you collect, and ultimately grow the marketing company. Say, for example, during the heavy marketing campaign, many of the users couldn't come into your website, or it's the page is taking a lot of time to load. You can identify those by people complaining in social media. That's the first thing people use. They go to the social media and they complain that the page is not loading, or the page is slow to load, whatever may be the thing. You can collect it and understand the customer behavior in real time, and fine tune the marketing campaign, or adjust your website, fix the website, so that that issue will be resolved for you. And also, you can use the data that you collect from the social media platforms, and identify how well those data, you can use it to uh, engage in the blockchain application. You can collect the Web2 data from social media platforms, and collect the data from the on-chain Ethereum or whatever blockchain application you have deployed. You can collect those and see how many users from the social media came to your decentralized application. Among that users, how many of them are engaged with your smart contract application. Engaging meaning they could be using your smart contract application to buy new tokens, or send some of their tokens to their friends and family. Whatever you define as a goal, as a measure of success, you can able to collate those two data from Web2 and Web3, and identify your customer social media engagement. So another thing is the transaction volume. This is pretty simple and straightforward. So irrespective of what marketing campaign you do on Web2, your ultimate goal is to identify how many transactions are happening on your smart contract application that you deployed. So that's a very simple and straightforward goal. If you have a goal of say 1,000 transactions per day, and at the end of the day you can able to get the data from whatever whatever analytical tool you are using, from whatever blockchain. It could be Ethereum blockchain, it could be Solana, it could be Cardano, or whatever the blockchain you are measuring. You collect the data at the end of the day and identify how many transactions happened. This transaction could be anything. If they interact with your smart contract application, then that is considered as a transaction. So they could be either buying a new token or sending the token to their friends and family. So all those things you can able to collect it and identify how well your community is using your blockchain application on a day-to-day basis. And also you can also see how much volume how much value they transferred, whether it is the low value or the high value or medium value. Whatever the measure you have, the tool that you are using, the platform you are using, it should support all these uh, tools for you to identify and have a visualized graph for you to understand the transaction volume on the blockchain application. Token metrics. So this is another straightforward measuring indicator for the success of your blockchain application. The token metrics could be anything, whatever token. It could be a NFT token or any other token, DAO token, or whatever token you are measuring on the blockchain application. You can able to identify the price of the token, the volume holders, like how much token volume your individual customers are holding it. That is a very critical point for you to identify the success of your marketing campaign. If you are starting a new marketing campaign for a new token launch, you can able to use the token metrics to identify how long the customers are holding your tokens, and how much value it has each token. And also they could be sending a token from their wallet to their friends and family wallet. You can able to track those informations and also use it for your success to ultimately grow the community and ultimately grow the tokens your customers are holding it. And another important metric is the community growth. Ultimately, you need to have more and more users using your blockchain application and grow the community around the blockchain. See, so and the entire Web3 is about the community. If you have a good and engaging community, then ultimately you can introduce more features and you can grow the blockchain application around your community. So you need to measure how many users are in your community, and if they are growing or shrinking, and all those parameters you can able to identify and understand to ultimately grow the community. And for that you use the Discord or Telegram or any channel, whatever channel you have for your community participation. You can collect the data from those platforms and understand how many users are using your Discord channel on a regular basis or a weekly basis, and understand and identify if there is anything you need to do to adjust your channel so that your engagement will be more, and ultimately the community around your blockchain application is growing for your success. On-chain activity. See, this is another thing, another the factor you can able to measure. So we talked about the tokenomics and the transaction. And another thing is you can also identify what other interactions they are doing with your blockchain application. It could be anything other than that. if you want to identify a holistic view of your entire blockchain application, then that would help you to understand a lot more details about the blockchain application. You can use tools like Dune Analytics, or if you have a Ethereum application, you can use the Etherscan website to understand a lot more details about the application, because they collect the data throughout the history of the any blockchain application from the starting date of the blockchain, and you can able to collect and you can use it. See, this particular activity is not specific to any marketing campaign. If you have a specific marketing campaign, then you can use the marketing campaign tool to understand more about your Ethereum blockchain application or your website visit for that particular marketing campaign. If you want to use the overall analysis for any particular transaction or any particular criteria, then you can use tools like Dune Analytics or Etherscan, or there are a lot of other tools available. You can use it. And another metric is the ROI, return on investment. Ultimately, whatever you do, whatever campaign you do, however many days you do, you need to identify the starting of the campaign and the ending of the campaign, how much money you spent, how many resources are using spent on creating the marketing campaign, and what is the ROI, and how many new users are signed because of the marketing campaign or the engagement level. Whatever criteria you have, you set it up for the marketing campaign goals. You need to measure whether you achieved. If you achieved it, is it 100% or 50% or 75%? So you need to able to identify, set the goals, and then measure it on a regular basis. Say within the marketing campaign for 30 days, you need to measure. You need to have the tools that will help you to measure how well the marketing campaign is going from the starting date and the midpoint, and then at the end date, so that you can able to identify how well the marketing campaign helped you to achieve the goals and ultimately improve the ROI for the marketing campaign. The brand awareness. Another important factor you can use is the brand awareness. Whatever measurement you want to set for your brand, you can you need to able to use the tools to identify how well the market, how well the customers are using, and they know about the brand, that the blockchain application that you are measuring it. So this for this also you can use the social media. You can get the data from the various social media platforms and run sentiment analysis. That will tell you how well your customers know about your product, token, or whatever you are doing it on on the blockchain application. And also the metaverse is coming up, and of course in the last couple of years you didn't have a lot more progress on this, but eventually it will get up to speed, and you can able to identify how well your customers are using the metaverse and engaging themselves with your brands, so that ultimately your brand awareness increases as more and more people start using your blockchain application. And this CLV, customer lifetime value. So this is a very critical data point that you need to set and measure on a regular basis. How long the customers are using your product or website, coming to your website, and how much time they are spending on your website, and ultimately how much time they are holding the tokens that you are selling. It could be NFT, or it could be anything in the Web3 blockchain application that you are measuring. You want to identify the total lifetime value of that particular one customer. You take one customer. The customer joins January 1st to your website, and then that customer bought a token on January 5th, say, and then you have to see how much the customer contributed for your marketing efforts. You need to you should be able to identify those values so that you can fine tune your marketing campaign and ultimately increase the customer lifetime value for your products. So that's all I want to discuss in this presentation. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. We also have a Web2 and Web3 analytical platform called Analytic Kit. If you need more information, please visit our website, analytickit.com. If you want to use our platform, go to dpa.analytickit.com and you can start using it. If you already registered, you can log in and start using it. If not, you have to do is just register it and starting using it, using it right away. If you have any questions, please let us know and help us grow this YouTube channel by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye.